Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Hilary Booth and I'm a naturopathic doctor, and welcome to my video blog. This week's video is one that I have been putting off doing for quite some time now. Talking about infertility is difficult. It's terrifying and it's upsetting, and no one wants to think about the idea that they might have trouble with getting pregnant. That's why this video is going to be short. All that I ask is that you listen, that you share it, and that you start a conversation of your own, because infertility is something that as young women we need to start talking about before it's too late. As young women, the world is our oyster. We put our education first, and then we put our careers first, and we are hardworking and we are taking the world by storm. We're used to the idea that we can have whatever we want. As long as we go after it, we can have it, and we can have it whenever we want it. But this is not the case when it comes to having a baby. Our bodies just don't work like that. In Canada, the average age of a first-time mother is 30 years old. And at 30, infertility is experienced at a rate of 9%. And by the age of 35, 23% of women experience infertility. And by the age of 40, this number goes up to 47%. According to Health Canada, 16% of Canadians aged 18 to 44 experience infertility. That's 1 in 6 couples right now in Canada at pretty much any age are experiencing infertility. And that's up from 5.4% only 30 years ago. I don't know about you, but this number terrifies me. And there are tons and tons of reasons that infertility might be an issue. But most of these reasons aren't diagnosed in couples until they are already experiencing difficulties with getting pregnant. PCOS, endometriosis, hormone imbalance, poor egg quality, low sperm count, drinking too much alcohol, being overweight, or being too old are all reasons for infertility. But the bottom line is this: infertility affects 1 in 6 couples, and it drastically increases with age. I'm so sorry for how harsh this sounds and how hard it is to hear. But as a young woman myself, I feel that no one has had this conversation with me. And it needs to start happening before it's too late. It needs to be talked about, because families struggling with infertility go through devastating things in their lives. It's stressful. It can come between your relationship. It can cause depression, among tons of other things. Fertility treatments are also expensive. It costs about $6,000 for a single cycle of IVF treatment, and the chances of success are only 36%. Now, the good news is there are things that you can do to increase your fertility. I'm going to cover these simple things in my video next week, but for now, I just want to start a conversation. No one talks about infertility, and we need to start talking about it. Even as people are experiencing a struggle with infertility themselves, there's still a reluctancy within our society to talk about what's going on. So start a conversation with your parents, with your partner, with your doctor, with your friends, with your naturopath. Just start that conversation and open that dialogue. Because no one else is going to talk about your fertility unless you do. And you don't have to be part of that 16%. So stay tuned to my video next week, where I'm going to be talking about simple ways that you can increase your chances of fertility. But for now, I want you to think about it, start talking about it, and know your risks. Thanks so much for watching.